Hello and welcome, it's Leon Street, and today I wanted to talk to you about conversion rate. Conversion rate for many people can mean a many number of things. It can mean increasing the conversion rate of a web page in terms of getting more buyers if you run an e-commerce website. It can also mean increasing the number of opt-ins that a web page has for an email newsletter. It can also mean the success of how long people spend on a particular website, or how well an advert converts, whether it's on a banner advertisement website or whether it's the description tag from your website on a search engine result. For me, conversion rate is a massive thing when it comes to internet marketing. Primarily, conversion rate is all about how you move towards your end result. Now, this may be specific to a particular web page, or it may be the end result in terms of the bigger picture, in terms of what you're trying to achieve from your website for your business, for your career, or for whatever your vision or goals are. So, with this in mind, if you want to increase sales, you want to increase revenue or profit, conversion rate, for example, on an e-commerce website could be how well does your website convert browsers into customers. If you offer some form of service-based product or facility for your customers whereby they can't purchase online, maybe conversion rate for you is how many leads can your website generate, how many leads can your online marketing generate. Or another example would be if you're testing the difference between a red button and a blue button, which one converts best for your customers. So what I want to look at is a few key areas in terms of internet marketing and conversion rate. Search engines, websites, in particular buttons, banners, pages, looking at content, slightly touching on call to action and NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. Also looking at video, social media and email marketing. Search engines. So in terms of search engines and understanding what your conversion rates are, primarily I want to focus on natural listings. And so when I say natural listings, I'm talking about here positions 1 through to 10 on the first page for a given search phrase. The search term or search keyword or search phrase, however you want to call it, I'll just call it a search term for the moment. Accountant for small business is pretty much a general search phrase that I thought would be quite useful to use. Here I've targeted companies or even Google in the UK, so this is a UK based search. As we can see, there are a number of AdWords results that appear here above the natural listed organic results. We've got 3 sponsored ads and then we've got the sponsored ads down the right. But what I've found is that people who have their websites listed on the first page, especially for keywords that bring in a lot of traffic, don't necessarily look at what their description for their website is saying about them. Now, what I'm going to point out is a few of the key areas where I believe that these companies would benefit greatly in terms of increasing their conversion rate just from a search engine result. So the person in first position, taxassist.co.uk, our network of small business accountants are specialists in bookkeeping, tax returns, VAT, payroll for sole traders, partnerships and limited companies. Now these are the guys in first position. At no particular point does this description say to me, call now, act now, offer some type of urgency, or really drive me into clicking on their website. And another point that I want to make you aware of is the introduction of this new preview feature that Google has. You see this small magnifying glass here? This allows me to click on and then preview websites if I choose to look at them visually before I actually go ahead and click on this result. Look at the person in second position, find an accountant to deal with your small business needs. This is Accountant Finder, so I'd imagine this is a directory, and to be fair, yes, maybe they could offer a better description. I think really they could capitalize on their position for this keyword. And again, we've got accountantsforsmallbusiness.com. Welcome to Accountants for Small Business. Is your idea ready for market? Decide whether you have what it takes to set up a new business. I'm going to be brutally honest here. None of these guys in the top three are actually telling me to do anything. They're not urging me to take action. For me, they're making a massive mistake here by missing this opportunity. Now, what I would say is look at the guys in the sponsored ads areas. Need an accountant? Possibly for this search term, yes, I may be looking for an accountant. Well, here we go. It's free. It's quick, it's simple. Now, free is a massive word when it comes to NLP. It has this kind of invisible call to action kind of feeling that takes over people. It has been used quite a lot with the internet marketing circle, especially for affiliate advertising and informational products, whereby free is given out there in the world of the internet, but there's actually no real value behind it. But what I will say is when people are looking at it, especially in terms of search, and they want to find out a result, and you want people to act, providing those words free are also another great way to get people to take action and click on your link. So the point I'm getting to is that as you start to read the sponsored ads, you can see they're actually directing people to actually do something. Call our experienced accountants we have here for Marsh and Business Accountants. Where else can we look? Let's go down on the right. So what do we have? We're an accountant, small business accountants in Potters Bar. No, none of these are actually doing anything in particular. Well, here's my suggestion. Say we have the website listed in first place. Wouldn't this be great? Tax accountants already appears in the title. Why not put here, call now, provide a telephone number to call now, providing that kind of urgency to call now with probably an 0800 number, so it's free for them to call. At this point, you could also mention some of the services like they've done. But really, what I would be saying is, what is the key thing that people are looking for? It may be specifically a service. I can't answer this question in a finite or definite way. The point I'm getting to is that depending on what your customer marketing target is, depending on what the demographics of your customers are, only you can answer that question after you've done some really good testing and measuring. But I think by having your telephone number, or telling the person to act now, or providing some free information which will urge them to click onto your website, would be one of the key things that people could use in their search engine results and in the description. Now, this is just one of the things that will increase your conversion rate, especially if you want to increase the conversion rate of people going from looking at a result to actually clicking on your website. It's one thing to be number one on Google for your given search term, search phrase. It's another thing to convince people to click on your link if you're not providing enough value even in the Google description and title that is displayed. So moving on, websites. Conversion rate of websites. Now, I'm just going to briefly touch on just a specific e-commerce website here. There are many types of websites out there. There's websites called squeeze pages, where the aim of that particular page is to get you to do one thing, fill in your name, your email address, and get you to opt in. There are some squeeze pages where they're set up to get you to buy now, so there's only one option, which is to buy whatever product is on offer. There are other pages out there for service-based websites where they want you to call in so that they can generate the lead in order to then follow up on the business. But for this particular example, I'm going to look at Cafe Press, one of the biggest e-commerce companies online. But what I love about Cafe Press is that they pay particular attention to their basket and checkout pages. Now, for me, there's clearly visible two key things that Cafe Press want you to do once you've added a product to your shopping cart, and that's either keep shopping or proceed to checkout. Now, this is pretty massive. The focus here is on those two areas. Now, you either keep shopping and buy and add more things to your basket, or you proceed to checkout and they get to have your payment for whatever product you wish to buy. So, which is cool. The other thing that I'd like to point your attention to is on the right hand side here. They have these reassurances in this right hand column. One is an 0800 number, so if you need help and you feel the need to call them, the number is there, prominent. There's no searching around or you clicking onto a contact us page or another page. It's right there where you need it. They then have their guarantee. So this is reaffirming their ability to serve you as a customer and supply you with these goods that you're about to purchase. 30 days for a full refund or exchange. The power of a guarantee. I can't express this enough. Many people don't have a guarantee on their website and miss this opportunity. People like guarantees, they like reassurances. If you go to a furniture shop and let's say you buy a sofa and it doesn't come with a guarantee, are you likely to buy that sofa or not? It probably depends on your situation, your circumstances, but I'm sure you'd be in a better position to buy that sofa if it came with a guarantee. So use your guarantee or USP. There's also a mention here of privacy, so if you're worried about what will happen if you do go to checkout, well, they reassure you here, providing their privacy policy so that you feel comfortable in buying. What I'm going to do now is go to the next page where I'm going to proceed to their checkout and just go over that. Right. What you'll notice first of all about the Cafe Press checkout page is that the main menu and all of the options have disappeared. Excuse me. So have you ever been in a petrol garage or car garage whereby you've just put petrol into your car, you're in a pretty bit of a hurry, you just want to pay, you walk into the petrol station and the till's at the other side of the garage as you walk inside the shop, or there's about 10 different aisles in your way before you can actually get to pay for your item. Now, the point of this is to make sure that they funnel you through all of their other products and upsell you. What I like to compare that to as well with this particular example is that with Cafe Press, they don't want you to look anywhere else. They don't want to upsell you at this point. They want you to buy, so you have no real way of going anywhere other than pressing the back button in your browser. So for me, this is a really focused sales funnel. You get to the checkout page, you've got a clear path to buy, steps 1 to 4, fill in your details, and then once you've done all of that, clearly at the bottom of the page we've got in orange a highlight colour, very contrasting with the white text, submit my order. At this point you will be paying for your product. One of the other things to mention is on the right hand side we've got order summary, just reminding you of the products that you have bought and what the total comes to. We've got more information on your information being safe with Cafe Press, delivery information, so just reaffirming when you can expect your products, and then the final one placed just above where you're about to submit your order, security, ensuring that you feel comfortable and safe in the knowledge that your order will be processed securely by Cafe Press. Now, when you look at this, what you'll notice is that really at this point you're only going in one direction, which is to submit and buy your products from Cafe Press. Now, I really love this checkout page because for me this is a highly converting checkout page. Now, this is what you want to do with your customers when you're looking at what kind of path to either buy or get in touch with you want them to take. Remember, a confused mind always says no, so limit the amount of options that your customer has to take in order to get to the end result, which is the clear path to either buy from you or get in touch with you or perform some kind of action that they're able to interact with you. Think about that. Once you start to consider your customer sales funnel, you will increase your conversion rates. Okay, moving into another area of conversion rate, video. The idea here is that once you start to use video as part of your internet marketing, it does a number of things. It allows your customers to have a far greater insight into either A, who you are personally, B, who the business is or the companies that they're about to interact with, or C, just to provide a bit more value to their experience of coming online and visiting your business online, whether it's through your website, through your video channel on YouTube or Vimeo or some other form of video hosting website, or whether they've picked up your video from somebody sharing your videos on some form of social media website or even blog. The point of video is that once you start to have video on either web pages or wherever else, blogs, social media sites and so on, it increases the retention of your visitors on a particular page. You will see that the time on pages, the time that people are browsing on your pages, the average time will increase. So for me, by providing video, you will directly influence the amount of time that people spend on your website, thus increasing the conversion rate if your video is filled with valuable content that will drive them towards some form of action. So for me, make sure that you've got video on your website. Social media. So I've mentioned this a couple of times, and here we've got a few of the leading social media sites, whether it's for sharing content or for interacting in terms of communities. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, we've got Google, StumbleUpon, Dig, we've got Flickr, we've also got it's either Delicious or Reddit, I can't remember the name now. But the point is, social media, what I want to get to is that another great way of increasing your conversion rate. Social media has integrated its way into so many things, into search engines, into people's phones, into people's lives. Some people can't live without Twitter or Facebook. It is here for at least the long haul, in short, until some form of new technology comes along. But whilst it is here, enjoy the benefits that it provides in terms of conversion rate. If your business isn't on these social media sites, create the accounts, set them up. They're great ways of sharing information, especially valuable information that your business produces and publishes on the internet. It's a great way for your customers to interact. There is no I need to pick up the phone in order to speak to you. It's direct. People can do it informally or formally, but it allows them to get direct into your business, and it gives you the opportunity to then either sell to them or create the opportunity for you to sell to them or provide information whereby they look to buy from you at a later date. When you've got yours, or once you've got your social media accounts all set up, you can run them centrally. There are a number of free tools out there. Some are paid for tools. So what I would say is that do have a look around. One of the tools that I use is called Hootsuite. Look for that on Google. It's a paid for service, but what you can do is start to integrate a number of your services, your blogs, have them all running through this one system, and what it allows you to do is publish your content through to many different websites, social media websites, at the touch or click of a button, let's say. So make sure you've got social media as part of your internet marketing in order to increase conversion rate. You can do this by providing social media buttons on your websites which link to your profiles and accounts. And the other thing is that once you've got these social media websites and accounts set up with your profiles, people start to believe in you, because the other side of this is keeping up with the Joneses, and so people will come onto your website and say, hey, can't see these social media logos, so maybe these guys aren't up to speed with the latest trends in marketing or how to get in touch and communicate with people online. The flip side is also that if you do have these logos on your website, when people come on to your website, they'll come onto your Facebook pages, your Twitter pages, whatever it is, they just feel that you'd probably be the kind of company that would be forward thinking and the kind of company that possibly they could approach, or individual, depends on what kind of business or website you have set up online. So social media, make sure you've got your account set up in order to help with your conversion rates online with your internet marketing. Moving on. Okay, email marketing. So you've heard me talk about a number of strategies to get people to interact with you, and one of the real key ones is building your own email list. By providing some form of opt-in on your website where people can pop their email address into your newsletter in order to receive valuable content from you, you need to sign up for some form of email marketing service. There's a few there that I've listed: MailChimp, Aweber, and GetResponse. There's also Infusion, you can look out for. There's many online. But the point is, once you've got these accounts set up, at this point you dictate what goes out to your email list. The key thing here is that you start to build your list from the word go. It doesn't matter what type of industry you're in, so long as that you've got some valuable information that you can provide to your customers in order to get them to opt in, so that you have the opportunity to either offer them some form of education or sell to them, is what I'd say. If it's about raising your profile, maybe you just like to provide information. If you're about raising your profile and increasing your profitability online, then you're going to use it to your advantage to A, provide value in terms of what you send out to them, and B, to be the trusted advisor that people look to in terms of when they're ready to buy, if you provide a product or a service that can solve their problems. So for me, use email marketing. It's a great way if people then opt into your list. They don't buy the first time around, but remember, you can send these emails out as often as you like, as often as you have valuable content to send out. And hey, maybe not the first day, the first week, the first month, but could be 6 months to a year down the line, these people will come back and buy from you. So make sure you use email marketing as part of upping your conversion rate. Here's an example of an email that I put together for this presentation, just to give an insight into how you can provide valuable information in such a way that you use language to influence somebody to take some form of action. So here's the subject. It would come through to your inbox and it would say the truth. First of all, I know what I'm like. If somebody sent me an email that says the truth, it would spark some kind of curiosity. So I've put, "Hi Dave, I needed to get to the bottom of something that's been bugging me, and I believe you can help me." At this point, I'm asking the person for help. Everybody, well, I'll say at least 9 times out of 10, people like to help other people. It's just human nature. You see, I've spent some time putting together some new videos to increase my clients' profitability from their internet marketing, but I need some honest and truthful feedback. So at this point, I'm telling the person, the customer, the prospect, what I'm after from them. I know you're busy, so I'm acknowledging that they're actually busy. But in helping me by giving me feedback, you get these videos for free, which are valued at £297 each. So whilst I'm acknowledging that they're busy, I'm also showing them that I'm about to give them some valuable information in the form of videos for free. They don't have to pay for them. So at this point, the person will start to buy into the value that I'm providing. Now here, I've got to talk about what these videos actually are to get the person hooked in terms of really pushing them in the direction of what I want. The videos are 2 minutes long, and I guess at the very least you'll get some great strategies for increasing your profitability on me. So at this point I'm saying there's no real risk. The videos are free, they're 2 minutes long, so generally most people will think, oh, that's not much time in my day for me to go and take a look at these videos. If I'm honest, the videos are probably going to be closer to around about 5 minutes, but hey, if they find value, then they'll watch the whole video. So here's the link. So there, at this point, I'm then providing the link for somebody to then click on and get straight to where I want them to go to. At this point, it could be a squeeze page, it could be a product page, and on this page is that free video. And it may just be that the video is geared up to either just give valuable free information, or it may be a video that gives valuable free information but also asks the person in the right type of way to buy whatever product I'm offering. So at that point I then end the email nicely, just saying thanks for your help, and just a nice PS: if you made it this far, remember I guarantee my services. So at this point I'm just pumping my guarantee again, and at that point I could also put a link to our guarantee, which would just reaffirm who we are and what we're about. So email marketing, sign up for one of the services as I mentioned here, just jumping back: MailChimp, Aweber, GetResponse. MailChimp is actually free. Aweber and GetResponse probably cost about $15 to $20 a month, but what they can do for you in terms of sales and marketing conversion rate is awesome. So moving on. Right, so we've covered some of the key strategies in terms of where you can look at increasing your conversion rate. For me, the power in conversion rate is simple. If you're doing internet marketing for whatever business you're in it to make profit. Whether you provide information so people can buy from you later, or whether you provide products where people can buy from you now, you want to increase that conversion rate for that simple goal, to make profit. The only way that you can truly look at your conversion rate is by testing and measuring your conversion rate. Now, there are some great tools that will allow you to do this. You can use Google Analytics to test and measure your conversion rate from emails coming into your website through links in the emails. You can use Google Analytics to test and measure your website by setting up goals and funnels. A funnel may be a customer comes onto your website on the home page, but you want them to go through pages A, B and C in order to complete a specific goal. Maybe they fill out a contact form as the final point in your funnel, and that would then be recorded as a goal. So you can set this up in Analytics, so it then allows you to really test and measure what pages are successful on your website. You can use Google Webmaster Tools to track click-throughs on particular keywords from people searching online. Now this is pretty awesome, because then you can actually test and measure the description tags that you use on your web pages that are showing up on the Google search engine results pages. And finally, one of the biggies, if you're not using it already, sign up for Google Website Optimizer. This will allow you to test your website no end. And what I mean by that is you can test the difference between a green button as opposed to a blue button. You can test whether one banner with a male works better than a banner with a female, no matter what product you're selling. You can test whether using a left column as opposed to a right column in your design works best for your website. You can test a multitude of things on your website, right down to, does an 0800 number work as opposed to a local area code telephone number, providing that you've got both numbers that work for your business. Now, there are a lot of businesses that use Google Website Optimizer, and believe me, it's powerful, because what you're effectively doing is testing your website with your customers or your visitors who come onto your website, and they're the ones that dictate what will work, because you'll then start to see the results in terms of what is giving you the conversion rates that you're after and the increases in your conversion rate. And then as you find out and you start to understand your customers better, you understand your marketing better, you can then start to tweak it and do more of what works. And that's one of the key things there. All of these tools are provided free by Google. Simply go to google.com and tap it in, Google Analytics, Webmaster Tools and Website Optimizer. Sign up for a Google account and have these products added to your account for free. Right, so just to conclude, the idea of this video really was just to put together some of my thoughts about conversion rate and internet marketing. There's so much emphasis on internet marketing, but there's so few people that actually look at what is the end goal, the point. It's conversion rate. It's to increase revenue. It's to increase sales. It's one thing to have a lot of traffic coming to your website, but if it's designed poorly, it doesn't look good, you're not going to convert. So you may spend a lot of money on search engine optimization, social media marketing, email marketing, but if you put no thought into the design, no thought into the language, whether you're using call to action, whether you're using suggestive NLP in that language, whether you're using the various forms of communication, so VAC, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, are you giving your customers all of the opportunities or the chances of buying from you in terms of what you deliver, in terms of your marketing message and the value that you provide? So for me, conversion rate covers so many things, and really what you want to do is drive people towards this final point, which is increasing sales in order to increase your profitability online. So just to recap, think and make sure that you have the end in mind when it comes to internet marketing. You can set up a website and you can run with that energy, but always bear in mind when you are doing it, um, just to start somewhere, start to plan for what is that end in mind, how are you going to test and measure that end, and if you are to increase the effectiveness of what you do online, it's going to really be down to your conversion rate and how well your websites convert, how well your search engine optimization is converting, how well your videos convert, your email marketing converts. Everything has some form of conversion rate. Now, I hope this video has been useful. One of the key things that I'm looking for out of this video is just to spark some kind of imagination, to spark some kind of ideas, some thoughts maybe that you haven't considered in terms of what conversion rate means to you and your business. If you'd like to find out more about me, you can check out my website. It's www.leonstreet.com. I've got some more videos planned. I've got some more information that I've got coming up, all free. Come and check me out. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.